Yeah, I'm live now. I do not recommend that. Alright, let me buy some boosts. I have literally 1 boost token. Nah. I am buying 100 very quickly. There we go. Let's go. Pretty delicious. Hello, Thunderwinds. Roblox. Heck yeah. I have the Roblox back. Actually, I gotta see something. Someone kept spam DMing me about how I lost Gay, my Rainbow Wisp fan cub that I got. So I'm kind of curious and I want to check. I hope I didn't. Well, yeah, it's not going to be in mains. It's going to be here. Probably... No, it's this one, isn't it? Yep, see, it's right there. There's Gay. Hello, Sue. Yeah. Hello, Christian, Troll, Azur, and Deborah. Yeah, we are back. Let me just put these away. Yeah. Yeah, it's just my 4th blue. It's alright. Yeah, I've found 4 blues, 2 purples, 1 orange, and 1 green. Nothing too crazy, basically. And then I do this. Yeah, I keep them all organized, nice and crisp. No. It looks nice. Look at that. That is nice. I have 1 box for each of the main ones, and then all of the alphas have their own box. I could not. Anyways, let's go. Alright, how are my boosts? I gotta put them on. You're early to stream? Heck yeah. I have 14 minutes of boost still. I don't remember that. Oh, it's probably because I actually... Okay, yeah, I remember now. Because I actually was kicked in the middle of using boost, so that makes sense. The last thing that I had found before I was disconnected was a red Ikazune. I know, right? I don't think it was SA. I can't prove that it was SA, but I'm gonna presume it wasn't for my own sanity. My Dusket is also paralyzed. Luckily, I don't care. Can't watch stream? Yeah, all good, all good. I am just happy to be back in the game. I can hunt and look for stuff. And hopefully I'll get that Red Ikazune back eventually, maybe. That'd be great. Please don't say that. That would be cursing me. Aww. I'll probably find a Gamma one. That's my hope. Imagine if I were disconnected on a GSA Halloween Ikazune. Well, I can't check SA in battle unless I want to try and kill it, but that'd be ludicrous. Because I can technically check with my Hunder, but if I find a GS, or just a regular Gleam Halloween Ikazune, I wouldn't check SA until after I caught it. How does it work for me? They are slowly rolling it out to players, so that way it doesn't come out all at once and then kill the servers again. I basically just recommend, because I'm using what you said basically, but I recommend just having the page open and don't refresh or anything. If you just wait, it'll eventually load on its own, and then you'll be able to get on. That's what I did. Yeah, you told me to do it. It was very smart. Something like that. Still can't play Roblox, but you're starting to go insane. Heck yeah. Why are there so many W's in the chat? Chill, guys. Why are there so many W's? I'm gonna have to mute you guys if I don't know why you guys are putting W. From Suara in the chat. Oh, it's a raid! Heck yeah, that's fine then. Understandable. Yeah. Usually when there's a raid, people don't just spam W. But yeah, heck yeah, welcome guys. Big W. Yo, thank you for the $2 dono, Priz. K by easy, understandable. Oh, I'm glad to be back. This is probably going to be like an 8-hour stream or something like that, because I have waited too long. Suara just linked me from his tier list. Oh, nice. I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to need to check. Oh. That's pretty cool. I'm kind of curious. Let me go check that out. Oh, heck yeah. Let's go see. Oh, that's pretty high, actually. I appreciate that. I still can't see it. Send me the link. I can't find it. Pretty epic. Suara is in the rank of his own. Nice. Of course. That's understandable. Check it now, it's cool. That is what I'm doing, yeah. I'm vibing with that. I can vibe with B. B is pretty solid. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Haven't watched his basically D tier though, kinda, huh? Oof. Oh? Bruh, it's just Nevermare. Did I get my black Halloweeny Kazune? There's no such thing. You don't know if you can get back on Roblox, but you'll try it? Yeah. The current recommended method is just to open a tab and go to Roblox and just kind of wait. It's auto-refreshing every so often, and they're currently slowly letting in players. So if you just wait, you should be let in maybe in about 10 to 30 minutes if you're just patient. That's what happened for me. I think it was like 10 minutes, wasn't it? Something like that. I was just staring at your screen. Tried and it's not working. You're on mobile. Oh yeah, I don't really know about mobile. If you have access to a computer... Yeah, if you don't have access to a computer, I really don't know what to say. You might have to wait longer. But if you have a computer and can do that, just open up Roblox on there and give it a moment. Since I primarily play on the computer, that's just kind of what I did. All you did was wait and a good 3-day break from Roblox. Yep, we were all very patient, maybe. I was impatient, but you know. I'm pretty happy though. All that matters to me is that I am in fact hunting. You got back on? Hey, nice. Yeah, they're slowly letting people back in now. They finally fixed it, I guess, and they're just slowly letting everyone back in. Most likely not, obviously not immediately, since they can't have another incident like that again, so it's just super slow. But they're getting there. Started losing it on the 3rd day. Honestly, I was just bored. Hello. That's the perfect timing. Hello, I'm bored. Yeah, that username about sums up the last 3 days. Mm-hmm. I don't do a lot of editing. I just go with live because that's something that's just kind of, you do it and what happens happens. Oh, sweet, first gleam. No, no adorable. And I'm paralyzed. Man, I love paralysis. It's so great. I'll have to catch it and then heal my dust kit, because it also makes me slower. Oh well. The past 3 days explained by Reddit r/I am very bored. Sounds about right. I was personally on my phone a lot, because I have some mobile games that I like to play. Not the garbage kind, obviously, but like the kind of games that are actually kind of interesting to play, because they're pretty decent, actually. Alright, sounds good. Do I have my location changed? No, I did not change my location. You pretty much just need to sit and wait on the website. It automatically refreshes every little bit, it seems like. That's what I noticed. So I would suggest just kind of doing that. Sit on the website, stare at it, you know, do something else while you're waiting around. Maybe eat a snack. It'll eventually update. I got Terraria on my phone? No, I don't. Let's put this away. It's not essay or anything, nah. Gotta heal the dust kit. And probably you too. There we go. All healed up. Right? Yep.
Are you talking, Uncle Jason? Are you talking, Matt?
While you're at it, gonna grab 7 gallons of Sprite. Pretty good. There we go. You used the PC app that came from the Microsoft store? Yeah. I could if I wanted. I technically have it, but I don't use it. I use the website. I always do. Always have. I'm back, let's go. Heck yeah. Ended up taking a 1-day break because I'm working on a video at the moment. You know, just kind of a slight series. I figured maybe I'll do some art. Hopefully I can keep the motivation up to actually get it out, but that was yesterday. Today is back, so now I can hunt aggressively for probably 8 hours today, because that was boring for 3 days, and I gotta make up for it by doing it all at once. Trading your Gleam Coupling for a red, yellow, orange Halloween Kizune and a purple Halloween dust kit. Nice. Tankman reference? Yes. Maybe. Hello, Dominique.
Let's go, Johnny.
Screen is frozen? Rip. Won't load. Yeah, all I can really say is to wait. There's not much to do. Is that an issue? It might be an issue for you, but I would just say you gotta be patient. It's like, on the website it does say they're slowly rolling it out, so it could be that it's not fully registered you yet. You're getting there, just like everybody else. We're slowly making way. You type goods very goodly. Hello, Vari. I'm pretty comfortable right now. I can finally continue hunting. Although I kind of hope that I get my red Kizune back. I think it'd be kind of funny if the next one that I found was red and then it was actually Gleam. After that, all that it would be a matter of is using the rest of my Bobucks. Vari appears, and I just say, hello there, indeed. You gotta be polite, you know? When they show up, you say hello, and then you leave them, and then maybe the next one will come back Gamma. That's my logic. It works on Roblox, just not loading into Lumion. Yeah, I don't know. All I can say is keep on trying, I guess. It's definitely pretty boring, you know, just sitting around waiting, especially if it was for as long as it was. I'm just glad it's back. Oh, hi. Are you SA? No. Roblox is back up? Heck yeah! I finally just got in a little bit ago. It was only 15 minutes ago that I got back in, so I immediately got on and went live. Gotta be speed, you know. It works on Adventure, just not the other places. Yep. Welcome back. You want SA, Halloween, Proto. Same. Yeah, not much. Just, you know, chatting, chilling, hunting. I did find one Protagon. No. Just Protagon. Nice. I have 109 encounters before my next pity. I know, right? I hope my next pity, if I actually reach pity, happens to be an Ikazune. Yeah. Although I specifically would like, not a regular Gleam Ikazune. Oh, hello, Vari. Goodbye, Vari. I keep finding Vari. Why? Why? That's kind of dumb. No, I disagree. That's dumb. Why would they not let pity? I feel like that doesn't make any sense, though. The devs themselves said that pity doesn't affect anything. After all, it's completely random RNG still. It's just forcing a Gleam after a certain amount of time. I don't see why they can't just let people get the Gleam Mikazune. Because that's still technically fair. It's not like it devalues it. Found another. Oh, I've run out of boost. Right on pity, too. Whack. Alright. You can encounter Gleam Halloween Protagon from Gleam Pity, not Roam Pity. Yes. Wait, what? It does? That's dumb. Why does it do that? Why would they do that? What? What about Protagon? No, yeah, it does say Protagon. That's whack. Dumb. Woo. Let's go for 4 hours. Yeah, there we go. Slap on 4 whole hours of boost. Pretty nice. Woo. Wee. I can't believe the Ikazune ignores pity. That's a tragedy. Does Dusket have Hypnotize move that puts Lumions to sleep? Yes. My Dusket doesn't, but you can put Hypnotize on it. See, that's actually what I do for PvP, though. I would, since it's a nice little thing, you can just put it on from the items. That's what I do, is when I make it go PvP, I just switch out Spare for that. And then I can just re-rally Spare onto it, which is pretty simple. Halloween Ikazune is too good for pity. I guess you're right. Just, they had to make it all that more valuable by saying, hot, you want it to be involved with pity? Nice try. That's weird, though. I don't get that. The logic makes no sense. The devs themselves said it doesn't affect the value, so what gives? I guess maybe it makes it more valuable. Well, no, because it doesn't actually, because technically speaking, it's still the same odds. It's just that it can't be a forced encounter, even though... I don't get that at all. It doesn't make any difference if it does or doesn't get affected by pity. How many are found would never change. What do you think they're going to be worth by the end of the event? Well, yeah, that's true, but... which color do you think will be the most expensive, then? Well, yeah, definitely. I could see that. Because yellow is neon this time, whereas last year, the yellow dusket, it was like, not a lot of people like that yellow. Yeah, I don't particularly care. Slurs are the only things that I won't allow. So, I hope you don't say slurs. That's good. I wouldn't say it was piss. Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, but it was kind of a grayish yellow, and that's the only yellow that I really dislike. Like, I like gold colors and darker colors, but then it just kind of turns brown and all that, but, I mean... most things considered, there's only, like, a few shades of yellow I really dislike, which apparently is pretty common. People don't like that yellow, I guess. You liked yellow better than orange? I did not dislike orange, actually. It was a nice, dark color. Orange is usually my go-to Halloween color, if anything. Currently, I know that Classic owns my orange Halloween dusket, my Gleam Halloween orange. I might trade for it again eventually, but at least I know where it is, which is nice. It's really too bad I never got a Gleam Halloween purple, though. I liked purple so much, so I had to trade. Well, yeah, I traded immediately at the end of the event last year for a Gleam Halloween purple, and then I up-traded the nature, so the one that I currently have is Frail Smart. How am I playing Roblox? Yeah, it's not down anymore. Technically, it might still seem like it's down for some people, but they're just slowly releasing it to everybody again. Of course, they can't have another immediate burrito incident, so... yeah, they're slowly letting everyone back in. Just keep checking up on it. Roblox is working on your phone, but not your laptop. Yeah, I think for the laptop, you would just want to wait on it. Just keep the website open, don't refresh it yourself, just sit and wait, and hopefully it'll start working. Roblox worked for you 30 minutes, then didn't work? RIP. It seems to be working for a good chunk of people, though, which is nice. You know, it's slowly coming back. Well, I guess. For only a little bit longer are some people going to have to suffer. Yeah. Should be back by tonight, I think. Probably all the way up. That seems reasonable, I think, to be entirely up in a few hours. Let's hope that doesn't happen again, though. That was torturous. Supposedly they lost like $10 billion or something like that. The whole company did. Genius. Probably so. Yeah, it was their fault that they lost money, but they also did impact all of the developers on Roblox. They probably all lost a couple $1,000s each. True, all the YouTubers suddenly couldn't make content. It's like, man, I can't make any money. As soon as Roblox is back up for everybody, let's start another burrito instant. Nah, let's not do that. I personally enjoy trying to get Gleam Halloween Ikuzunes right now. It's quite fun, I think. So, you know, I don't know. Let's maybe not kill Roblox. I like going in circles for hours on end. It's very fun. Hello, Amar. How are you? Pretty chill. I am so glad. No more impatience and every 3 seconds thinking, man, I want to get on Lumion Legacy, and then knowing I can't because I remember it's down. It's been so long without Roblox, it hurts. I know. I was practically having withdrawals. It was crazy. I was like, man, I can't stop thinking about Roblox. And I went to bed, and I just couldn't stop thinking about, man, I kind of want to get on Roblox. And then immediately remembering that it was down, and then being sad. So tragic. You got access to Roblox, tried to play, failed, and it's down again. RIP. Yeah, all I can say is, if you are on computer, and you also happen to play on the, website version, not like the Microsoft version or mobile, then just keep the website open and then just wait, not wet. I'm not sick anymore. Actually, I'm a little bit still sick. I kind of have some coughs here and there. I mute my mic for that so you guys don't have to hear it. But I'm doing alright. I don't feel too bad anymore. Dang. RIP. Understandable. You're glad you don't have to mute your mic with the setting because your headphones have it built in? That's pretty sick. Yeah, I technically also have that. I have a volume, kind of dial on my mic, which is pretty nice, so I don't have to do anything through my computer. All I have to do is, you know, turn the volume all the way off, and then you can't hear me anymore. So if I just kind of go like this, and now you can't hear me. You couldn't hear me, but I said, now you can't hear me, and then I said you could. That's just because, yeah. Your best find is a normal Ikazune and a Gleam. Oof. You'll get there. This event is slowly murdering people with bad luck. I have good bad luck. I really shouldn't be complaining because of the amount of finds I've had that are 1 in 16k, but quite honestly, they could have been better. I could have at least found regular Gleam roams. I could have found, like, Gleam Protagons, regular ones. I'd have been much happier. You heard me say you can't hear me? No, I'm pretty sure you couldn't, because if I go like this... Yeah, as I figured. Because I can hear, and, well, not just hear, but I can actually see my audio through OBS. So if I turn my mic off and then say something, it'll no longer show up in the little thing right there. Maybe I misclicked? No, because what I said was, I told you about how I muted and said you couldn't hear me, and then I unmuted and then said you could hear me. That was just to kind of demonstrate how, if I turn my mic off, like so, but then I turn it back on, and you didn't hear it, but I was just talking about how you couldn't hear me. You heard me and other people said they did too? No, because I literally had just repeated myself immediately after. Welcome back, Boomer. How are you? Your laptop died. RIP. Worst timing, honestly. You gotta plug it in quick, because then you can get on Lumion Legacy, or just Roblox in general. I've cured you. Roblox is back. Heck yeah, it is. We can finally all slowly get back on. It's not everybody immediately, but very slowly, also technically very quickly. Maybe within the next few hours, everybody should have access to the platform again. So that's good. How am I doing? I'm also doing pretty good. Especially now that we have Lumion Legacy back. I got back on, you know, I'm hunting. It's too bad because when the game crashed, like literally when everybody was kicked off the platform at the same time, I had just found a ready Kazune. So that was painful. You're not muted again, by the way, are you? Oh yeah, you're muted, RC. I don't know if you noticed, or if that's intentional. Welcome back. Yeah. Oh, I like strawberries. You know what else is pretty good, though, is when you cut up strawberries and then put them in a bowl and then coat them in sugar. That's pretty delicious. Gotta go? Alright, sounds good. See ya, Boomer. Have a nice afternoon / evening or morning. Is it? Let me see, let me see. Yo, so many people are on. I think the whole Lumion Legacy community was collectively waiting, which is why it's right there. Yeah, we got 4K people on. Everyone was like, man, I'm bored. And everyone got back on Lumion Legacy because there's an event. Let's go, though. It is in most engaging. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty epic. It's right there at the top of the page. I mean, somewhat to the center right, but that's pretty epic. What a great day. FNF versus MidnightTenshi, 100% true? No way. Do. FNF MidnightTenshi canon, let's go. Roblox is back? Yo, nice! Yeah, it's slowly coming back out for everyone, slowly or quickly. Can't really say, but it is back, which is nice. And so many people are on Lumion Legacy right now, it's pretty great. 4.3k currently, that's almost over twice than normal we get. Roblox is nub. Yeah. We are all online, and now we are all happy, and we are hunting, hopefully. I know I am. It's gonna be a long stream today, probably up to like 8 hours. Keyboard a little bit dusty. Noob keyboard. Imagine getting dusty. So, hello Valkyrie, how's it going? Oh, it is so nice to be back, to have Lumion Legacy. It's like, my withdrawals are gone, I am cured. I'm not constantly thinking, man, I want to get on, but I can't. But I want to get on, but I can't. Bye, have a great day, Tenshi. Alright, see ya, Ghost Dev. What time is it? It's time to play Lumion Legacy, that's what time it is. When the main page is loaded and you click on the Lumion Legacy page and it starts the "We're making it better" photo back. Yes. Honestly, I'm just happy it's back. I'm probably not gonna say that enough. Or actually, maybe I'll say it too much, but I mean, it's the truth. I love this game. There's a reason why I stream it. It's also actually Halloween, so either way, even if it technically weren't, like, down or at all or anything like that, chances are I would have gone live much, much earlier, and I would have streamed almost all day if I could. I would have probably tried to go for 24 hours, gone super late into the evening or whatever, and just, you know, had a blast. Seen what I could get. Hello, Timothy, how are you? Happy Roblox is back, now you can finally finish your PvP Nevermare. Heck yeah. I might make a PvP Nevermare, because I have plenty of alphas to pick from. But, as of right now, I have no interest in PvP. I just want to get my Gleam Halloween Purple. If I get a Gleam Halloween Purple, I think the first thing I'll do is train it up. Roblox is back? Heck yeah, KJD. It's been up for a little bit now. It's not up for everybody immediately. What are you... Hello. Yeah, it's not up for everybody yet. It's just kind of, some people. But if you wait, if you have, like, the page open on your browser, and it suddenly loads, then it'll be all good to go for you. No pre-recorded? Nope, not pre-recorded. Yeah. Yeah, it's not pre-recorded. I'm in a call with someone, and it's up, and we're hanging out, and I'm live, so, you know. It's kind of hard to fake that. I've been live for 40 minutes. You know, we got 4 hours of boosts up, which is actually also something I don't generally do. I stick to 1 hour each so I can split it up. Ah, yeah, totally, because then I would, yeah, totally, that's a great idea. The reason I never do that is because I don't like wasting any boosts, though. I like to hunt in increments, and I don't like doing things with boosts on. That way I can preserve it as much as possible and make the most out of my boosts. Yeah, that's true. Although, you know, because for me, it's like, if I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff, if I go to encounter and I gotta run places, or I decide I need to get some, like, PvP leveling done, or XP grinding, stuff like that, I don't like having boosts on while I do that. And I'm also very impatient, so that's why I do it in, at most, maybe 1 hour increments, usually. Gleam Purple Pure Sluggish. Hey, if it's Gleam Purple, I'll take it. My hope is that eventually they'll just add something like Mint in the Pokemon, and then we'll just be able to get better natures. I personally am presuming that if they ever add minting, they'll make it so that at best you won't be able to get pure natures, but you will be able to get the other natures. So you'll be able to get, like, the regular ones. They'll be maybe, like, you could get smart, frail, or nimble, clumsy, stuff like that, but you won't be able to get pure natures. That's, like, wild only type deal. I think something like that would be good, because ultimately speaking, when it comes to rare finds, if people want to change the nature, it would be pretty solid if you could do so, but not, like, always be perfect. That would kind of be boring, in my opinion. It would be, maybe it would be a bit of a nerf, or doing something like that, but I feel like it makes sense, and it's likely that it'll happen. You made a big brain plan. Instead of putting free candy on your venue, put free Robux. That's big brain right there. Or you could just make clickbait videos, you know. That's the easy way to do it. Just make clickbait YouTube videos, like, free Robux. That's how you get all the money. You get money from all the views of people who want free Robux. And it's just inspect element. There are legitimately channels that do that. I never would. I guess so. If you're desperate, you know, it's like, I bet some people would go to great lengths to make people believe that you can get free Robux. There is Piter here? Yeah. Never found the Piter, but guess you didn't hunt for very long. Yeah. It could be that you also just weren't paying attention to it, to be fair. Because I'm getting quite a bit of Piters. I've already got 2 alphas and a gamma one, so that's pretty neat. Having a birthday party is just saying congrats on not dying. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I'm not going to say you're not right, because that would be also wrong. Why do you see a free Robux ad every time you check a Roblox video? Yeah, that's kind of pretty common. I get a lot of those, supposedly. People who watch my videos get a lot of free Robux ads, and I don't endorse them, but I mean, at least I get money off of other people saying to get free Robux. I don't know. Free money. No, not like that. I mean, like, they see it. Just be smart about it. You see those ads and just understand that they are always lying to you. Nice. Are you sharing your screen? If you are sharing your screen, I can actually put that on my screen. Yeah. So if I just... Yeah, I made it a thing. Yeah, here, let me just slap yours on. Let me go like this. And then we go... Yeah, like that. And I do this. And now yours is currently the size of mine, but I have to shrink it, and I just go like that. And now you're in the corner. You're gonna cover my chat in-game so that no one can see it. Yeah, now they can't see the chat. Big brain move. So now they can see your screen. Yeah, it might be a little laggy, but that's pretty neat. We both keep getting encounters at the exact same time. That's pretty neat. Okay. They can still see the chat of the screen covering the chat. Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah, they can see your chat, but it's super tiny. Yeah. Even if you had it open, it'd be practically unreadable unless you were on the TV. They'd have to be watching stream from their TV. It's not like there's anything to see there, though. There's not much. It's gonna be talking about, like, people talking about the game. It's so tiny, I only see white pixels. Those ads are always super suspicious. Yeah, they are. I'm finding a lot of Varis, but I haven't found a Gamma one yet. Maybe I'll get a Vari on my pity. That'd be great. Oh, well, except for if it were Alpha. I'd like a Gamma one. I've never found a wild Alpha Vari. I hope I never do. Yay! That's like, what, 1 in 8 million? That'd be my new rarest find. Yeah. Is that your rarest find, or have you found something rarer? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess that would make it pretty hard to tell how many you've found that are super rare. I always find stuff with boosts. The only 2 times I can think of that I found something without boost is the time where, before I was live or did any streaming or anything like that, I was hunting in the... what was it? Okay, maybe I just wasn't live at the time, but I was hunting without any boosts, well, yeah, I had passed, but I was just hunting without boosts in the... what was it? The junkyard, and I found a Gamma Burroch and a Gamma, Chompactor. Dang. That's crazy. I could never do any of that without boosts. I almost always have boosts on when I'm hunting. So my rarest thing stays at 1 in 3 million. Some of those free Robux ads use text-to-speech voices. Yeah, that's probably pretty normal. I think they don't want to let you know their real identity. I feel like that'd be kind of stupid. That'd be like asking to be like sued or something for lying. Which, I mean, can technically happen anyway, because it's not hard to trace somebody just because they have to have the email or whatever linked to the account. But either way, you know, it's kind of scummy. Coming up on Pity, let's go. Sadly, now we know it can't be an Ikazune, but it can be a Protagon. So let's hope it's Protagon. So if, theoretically, I were to get Protagon in 5 encounters, and it just so happened to get the 1 in 5 for Gamma, you know, that would be pretty cool. It won't happen. You know, it could also maybe even be SA. That's only an additional 1 in... no, 256. It's not that crazy. Technically, it'd only be the rarest thing ever found in the game, but you know. Oh, there's that too. That would also make it the rarest thing in the game. That's like 1 in a lot of billion. It's probably multiple billion. Rainbow Wisp? Yeah, obviously. Well, I mean, the SA one is also good for hunting. Yeah. It would have probably the most value ever forever. Which obviously makes sense for multiple reasons. Same thing could have been said if someone had ever found a GSA Grinch. It would be the most valuable thing in the game because you can hunt with it and look for SAs. So that's pretty OP. Yeah, all good. You know, there was a time where Jamie didn't want to add Spare to Kleptyke and Ragoon. I have no idea. People kept asking for it, though, because it just made sense as the only Lumion you could use to check SA with. And it would have been super annoying if you had to hunt with a low-level SA Kleptyke just so you could check SA without killing everything. That would have made no sense. Yeah, those are the only two Lumions that are reasonable to check SA with, though. There are technically other ones, like you can check for SA with Wobelisk, but absolutely nobody does. What? What? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's also a way to do it. Yeah, that's totally worth it. How am I back? Hello, Crixil? That's how I'm gonna pronounce her name because I have no idea how to pronounce it. But yeah, I'm back because if you just go to the website and wait, at this point in time, they are slowly rolling it back out to all the players. Yo, you got the red. I thought that was me for a sec, and I was like, wait, that's only on my stream. Why can I see it there but not on mine? But yeah, like, I can check for Ikazune's essay. How I check if it's SA is either obviously catching it or using my Hunder because it's rechargeable, so its speed would just go up and it wouldn't take any damage if it were SA, so I just attack it with its, like, Thunder Chomp. I knew it was SA. Just a random SA fan cub. We ran from it. No value. Woo. Is it SA? Yeah, I only check SA on regular Ikazunes, not the Halloween ones, of course, because I don't want to kill them. Nice. Oh, hey, heck yeah, Gamma. Slug. Let's go. Oh yeah, it's got the matching wisp. See, it's like pink, blue, orange wisp. That's a matching wisp. Watch it be SA. Give a nickname to it. Yeah, we're gonna call it MW for matching wisp. Gammer Lumion. Let's go. We got Gammer Lumion. Let's take a look at it. Just regular. I'm vibing with the, yeah, I'm vibing with the Gammer Slugling. Why do you press that button so much to switch between tabs? Oh, I can't relate. I have two monitors, so. Oh, it's been years since I got my second monitor. It was the best decision I ever made. That's a lot. Just a bit. It's Le Armenti. Three hours of boost. I hope I find something good. That'd be great. You know, you know what's great is I can technically see the stream 3 times because there's my screen and then there's OBS and then directly to the left of OBS is the mini screen that I get on the YouTube page for the studio. So I get to see it 3 times. You should. It's absolutely worth it, trust me. I keep some stuff on the left, and then usually my primary stuff is on my right. So, like, the thing that I'm... You know, it's funny because I actually do that when I'm not live. I'll watch a show or an anime or something on YouTube while I hunt a lot of the time. That was actually one of the original reasons I got it, was so I could watch other people stream while I played. And then I started streaming. Yeah. Yeah, there's a good chance that's happening. Although there's also the case where some people will just use like a second device. I know some people will watch it on their TV and then play on their phone, or they'll watch on their tablet while playing on their computer, or some variation of that. There was a good time, though, where I had a lot of viruses on my computer, and it took a while before I realized it, so I couldn't watch anyone play while I played because I would lag too much and the video would not load. So I was very sad. And then I found out I had a virus, and all the virus really did was bog down my computer, so I deleted it. Probably. Honestly, I don't know what it did. It was definitely doing something. It was probably making somebody money like that, but I removed it. I no longer have it. You can actually usually tell. If you have a pretty decent computer, and then at some point it's not working very well, you can go to Task Manager and look for stuff that's using up an unnecessary amount of CPU. And if you've never recognized the program before, just Google search it, and it'll tell you if it's like a problematic app. Gonna head out? Alright, good night, Valkyrie. Have a nice evening. What's that sound you hear in the background? If it's not not Reclaw. Dang, been a long time since I spoke to them. It's not, if it's not RC, I don't know. Because I am in a VC. No way, you're my cat? I didn't know that. You guess you might have a virus? You could or you couldn't. See, there are technically two things. You could just have an old computer or not so expensive computer that doesn't have a lot of CPU, or it could be a virus. You never really know. Sometimes computers do just get slow over time, and that's due to a mixture of things, due to like updates and more space being slowly taken up as you use the computer. Sometimes it could be like all your cookies. You might want to delete those every once in a while since you don't always want them. Just things that seem really little on your computer, but they do end up taking a lot of space over time. So every so often I'll go through and I'll delete them. I also don't save things like passwords, of course, on my computer. I save those on a notebook in real life so that they can't be hacked. Well, yeah, but you would also have to find where I keep it. It's not very noticeable. You wouldn't know what it is, because it's not like an obvious notebook that screams, "These are my passwords." I don't have either of those things. Or drawers. I don't like wearing socks. Yeah. How do you get Rainbow Dusket, and also you haven't played Lumion Legacy in about 1 year? Well, welcome back. Last time you played was probably around the time Sephirite released, and by the way, no, we haven't had another gym since then. It's coming soon, but basically I can give you the rundown. As for your question with the Rainbow Duskets, that was actually a part of the event of June during this year. If you remember the Rainbow Twilight giveaway last year, they did the same thing, but with Duskets this year, except it was also a little different, because me and 13 other YouTubers, I believe, it was 14 total, were all basically asked if we wanted to give them away, so we did, and we did them how we wanted to. For 1 week each of June, we each received one, so there were like 56 somewhat Duskets that were given out. So we gave all those away, and then we all received one of our own at the end of the event. All of the ones that were given away had the Llama Train Studios OT, but mine has my OT, which is pretty neat. Yeah, see, he has the one that has the Llama Train Studios OT. But basically, they were all given away, and you can no longer get them because they are an event exclusive. So you would have to trade for one, but they're worth about 60 plus GR, so unless you are rich enough to afford that, you may not be able to trade for one. You're an OG, that account got deleted. RIP. You are awesome, John Latios. Oh, I do remember you. Yo, that's pretty epic. Oh yeah, if you remember that, we have that. We have a whole bunch of new Lumions as well. We got a lot of new Lumions. For example, one of the most favorite, I guess, and also maybe most popular Lumions that has been added since you've maybe been gone was Vari. Vari is basically... Hello, Burroach. Vari was basically, or is basically, the Eevee of Lumion Legacy. As of right now, not every evolution exists, because they're going to add one for every single type, from what you can tell based off of the Lumipedia. But, we have quite a few variations. Haha, pun. And, there's a couple different ways to get them. You can watch all the YouTubers' videos on them, and it's pretty fun, pretty cool. Currently, we have pretty much every type of Vari that Eevee does not or ever will have. So next, we're probably going to be getting those other types. I bet they're trying to really, really do well on those ones because people have a sort of basic expectation of like, man, I liked this particular type of Eevee, so I hope the one of this particular type looks good, which is kind of how it is for me because I want the dark type Vari. But other than that, let's see. What else has been added? After Sephirite... We had a couple new trainers on the routes. We have Goppy fishing as well. If you did play Pokemon Brick Bronze, Goppy fishing came out. It's kind of like the Magikarp pond, so you can get a bunch of different colors there, and only the rarest versions of them. There are 5-star variations, and the 5-star ones all have a Gleam version, but none of the rest do. So that's another thing that happened in the last year. Weather was also added, yeah. Weather was another update, and basically every so often, like once per hour, there's a chance that it will rain or it will be windy on a route, and you can usually tell because there is a weather forecast if you click navigate and go to weather. So as of right now, it is currently raining on Route 5, and in 4 hours, it'll be raining on not raining, but strong gusts on Route 1. And there's usually always, Oh yeah, there's that too. Coupling was added. There was an art contest and a couple of Lumions won, and they're all eventually going to be added, but we have Oxydrake now. As you can see, RC is just kind of showing those. So there's been a lot that happened while in the last year. Even though we haven't got a new gym yet, that is actually the upcoming update, so that's super awesome. Everyone's really excited for that. Sweet Retreat? Oh yeah, that also happened. That was the Valentine's event. That was the first one they've ever done of that. So that was pretty cool. I personally hope they bring that same map back. I liked making cakes. It kind of reminded me of, like, what's it called? That one pizza place game? Yeah, that. I used to play that game so obsessively as a kid. I would always rejoin servers till I had the house at B1 because I liked being close. Yes, exactly. Roblox is back? Heck yeah! What else has happened in the last year? Well, actually, if you maybe only played exactly a year ago, then I can presume you probably also missed the Christmas event. That was a thing. We ended up getting a couple things out of that event. I'm presuming you were here at last Halloween, so I think you know about that. But after that, we had the Christmas event, and for Christmas, there were a couple of things. So Icicle came back. With that, they added different colors in the wild, and they also added Gammas. And then they also did a giveaway. Cirxia did a giveaway, and they gave away the 2019 Gamma colors. And only like 8 of those exist, so they're super duper valuable. I know Pokenova owns one because he won one, which was crazy. And as you can see, also Wobblisk was the new, one of the new ones that was added as well. And then there was the Reindeer Ikizune. It was a variation of Ikizune that looked like a reindeer, and it had its own mount as well. which he's currently putting on. That mount right there. It looks pretty epic, and it also makes you look very funky when you're in event places, because it looks like they're floating, and when they spin, they look crazy. And there's also, I think last Christmas was also the first time that an event, Lumion, like a super valuable one, also got a Gamma. And then there was so there was Gamma Reindeer Ikuzunes. That was pretty neat. So that was fun. And they also added Cradle, a new variation of Cradle, and it got its own new evolution similar to Kabunga, which got Waka Lakka, and then there was the Festifer for Cradle's new evolution. So a bunch of new PvP Lumions during that time, and then of course, as we were talking about, there was the Sweet Retreat, and in Sweet Retreat, we also got a new roaming, which was technically not a roaming, but technically is. It's kind of sort of valued at 1. It's Nimare. Hello, Nevermare. And as you can see, this is the new soft resettable we got this year. Nevermare is the soft resettable, but you can still get Metronet here. It's not soft resettable this year, though. It's wild only. So it's technically getting a little bit more valuable. It might get more valuable over time. Honestly, no one knows to say for sure, though. There's been a lot that's happened in the last year, for sure. Let's go, you're back in? Heck yeah. Alright. Yeah, sounds good. Let me know when you want to call again, if you do. Yeah, it's pretty nice, though. I am happy to be back. Metro's gonna lose value? Not lose value, because, again, it's no longer soft resettable. Yes, more exist, but this year, no one can soft reset for it. That's the thing. More exist, sure, but they're only as rare as regular roamings, so they're only going to increase as much as a regular roam could. And it's going to be probably the same next year, you can imagine, because they're not going to automatically make it all soft resettable again. You can see the manner, like, you can see the place where you could soft reset for it last time. It's like it's right there, you know, but it's not anything crazy. You can't get it super easily anymore. I did get a Gleam Metronet this year, but technically, yeah, it's not going to gain any value because last year everyone was like, oh yeah, I already got one. But that was also a year ago, so it's kind of hard to say. You're so glad it's back. You were going mentally ill. Felt that. It was a very long and boring time of just, I wonder what I should do. Man, I kind of want to play Lumion Legacy. Oh wait, it's down. And then I'd be upset. You're sad they brought back Halloween and Kabunga because your only Gamma is your full odds one? Yeah, that's understandable. I can see why you'd be upset. But at the same time, because it does have the evolution that's only available during Halloween, it would be very unfair to new players if they couldn't get that PvP Lumion anymore. Can you complete the mastery? Yes, you can. Technically, you can't complete all of it unless you're present during every single event, but as of currently right now, you can complete Metronet's Mastery. It's been changed this year so that you don't need to soft reset for it and then defeat it for the guy from last year. Instead, all you have to do is catch one, which makes sense. It's kind of like all the other roamers now. You just need to catch one to finish its mastery, and that's literally the only thing you have to do. You remember having red and white deer electric roaming. Is it good? There is no red and white one. If you mean you have the Gamma one, which is more of a pink and yellow, then yes, that's really good. But if you mean a regular one, then it's kind of good. It's a regular reindeer Ikazune. Although it's more of a brown, I think. It's brown and white. But yeah, it's pretty solid. You can use it for PvP if it's pure nimble especially. It's no different than a regular Ikazune, but it looks different, so it's cool. Same kind of thing is going to be the case with the Ikuzunes right now, because for this event, they brought Ikuzunes back again, and what they did was they made them kind of like the Duskets, so it is a repeat kind of idea of the design, so you can get the skeleton Ikuzunes just like you could with the skeleton Duskets, and they both look sick, but the gleams are different, which is very cool, so instead of a black skeleton and a colored outline, instead it's a colored neon skeleton and a dark outside, it's a really cool effect. It looks more like an X-ray rather than like a ghostly darker version of the ones this year. I personally like it quite a lot. Do I need Waka Lakka for Kabunga Mastery? No. I believe for Kabunga's Mastery, you really only need to get 2 evolutions, I think, as part of it, and the rest of it's perfectly obtainable the normal way. Because it'll have, like, its regular stuff. If I go take a look, probably I could. If I click Mastery, you know, go to the Mastery, scroll down, and it will show up on the little thing right here. But you only need to discover 3 evolutionary stages, which means 1, 2, 3. You don't need 4. If it said 4, it would have been a little more difficult. But because the Mastery only came out after Kabunga's Mastery, then it doesn't really change it. So you're all good. You're back, remember you? Yes, I do. Welcome back, Ghost Trinova. How are you? Lots of OGs today. Is Gleaming Moodagon good? You think it's called that. Yes, it is. You are correct. Gleaming Moodagon is also pretty good. It's not valuable because it's a soft resettable Gleam Roam. At least potentially, anyways. Most of the time, most people get it as a soft resettable, but it's definitely good in PvP. Very, very good, actually. It hits very hard, especially if you train it right. It's scary. You're good? Me? Me as well. I'm doing very good. I had a pretty boring last couple days, but that was because it was down. The moment it came back up, I got on immediately because I was already waiting. Oh, heck yeah. Green Ikazune. See, this is kind of where I can show you. There's actually, it's the same exact concept. It's got its own model and all that, of course. And it's got all the colors of the rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. So I'm after purple again, but they all look super epic. And I also noticed that with these particular Ikazunes, they actually look similar, but they're very different. Because the kind of thing that they're coated in, it looks a lot more like jelly rather than a ghostly aura. So I think it looks cool in an entirely different way. Oh, heck yeah, first disc. Is Roblox back? Yes, it is, technically. It is, but it isn't, because they're slowly rolling it out for all players so that not everybody can get on at once, so that they don't have another huge crash. So, you might be able to get on, but you might also not be able to get on. It's hard to say. All I can really tell you is try to check if you are on whatever device you're on, and if it works, great. If it doesn't, you just gotta keep waiting. Let me take a look here at this Ikazune. Dull brawny, nothing special. Let's go back and put this all away. So the Ikazune, I now have another green one. Goes right there. I also got another Gamma, which means we put that in the trade box separately. I now have 2 Gammas of that kind. And then we put the Gleams away. So let's go like that. Very nice. Just downloaded Steam? Nice. You know what I'm going to do actually real quick is I'm going to remove all of this excess random stuff that I have and just move everything up. It'll take a moment, but it's alright. I don't need any of this. I also don't need any of this. Rest in peace those starters. Rest in peace my Agapi collection, but I don't really care at this point. Oh, actually, no. I'm not going to release them. I can actually show this, because we were talking about this a little bit. For example, all these, this is a bunch of the different kinds of Goppies you can get. I believe this is a 4-star one. Yeah, that's a 4-star one. So, for example, this is a really nice one. You can get some really nice-looking new Goppies. They're not especially crazy or anything. Here are 2 of the 5 stars. I only have 2 out of 3. There are 3 of them. This one's the electric one. They also have something special. The 5-star ones have something called Radiance, I believe, which allows them to basically... They have something similar to being Gleam, but it's not, and you can have them at the same time as being Gleam. It's a whole thing. There's a lot of new stuff that was added while in the last year. But I'm going to delete all of these, unless they're 4 stars. Are these all 4 stars? Yeah, they are. I'm going to keep the 4-star ones. So those all will go down here. I'll keep my 4 and 5-star ones. All good. I also have this one. This one's secret ability. Never mind. I thought I had it. I think I traded it away. Let me check. I know one of these is secret ability. It's a 1-star. Yeah, there's that one. And then I originally had the wooden one as... What do you mean? Yeah, no, I thought not. You have no boosts? Rip. Alright, so let's reset that. And we're no longer keeping any of these because they're not worth anything to me. Because they're not... Let me see, you're not 4-star, right? Yeah, those are all 3 stars. Bruh. Alright, so I've got that. I'm going to move all these down to this one because I'm not using that box for anything else, really. I'll delete them later. That's a 4-star. Why am I moving those? These are all 4 stars. Oh, right. I need to move them. You wish you could trade for boost tokens? Yeah, I'm sure a lot of YouTubers would do giveaways of boost tokens if they could. Sadly, that's not the case, though. Alright. And what are these? What are you? 4-star? Yeah, I figured. They look like 4 stars. Alright, now I can move everything up. So, this one's going to be the new Ikazune box with the wallpaper of Ikazune. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the trade box. Let me also change this one. For my trade box, what is the most ideal one? Let's go... That one's kind of hard to see with. Let's go with that. That's a good trade box color. So that's the Eco box. This one's going to be the Moodagon box. I really like those custom wallpapers. I hope they do that again. And then these are the gleams that I get from the event. What are they using? The spooky purple? Yeah. My phone is going off. Alright, now we gotta move all these and then we're all good to go. Let's do this. So I'll go... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. It's fine. I'll organize that in a moment. Can you trade for Halloween Ikazune? I'll probably do that during another time, but at the moment I'm not really trading any of my event Lumions. There we go. See, I can do that. I'll probably need to set up a second box. Actually, while I'm at it, I'll actually go ahead and do that. I'll set up 2 boxes for them. That way I have 2 Ikazune boxes. And I'll do 2 for Moodagon as well, since I expect to get quite a few of those probably. Wallpaper, Moodagons, and all the rest of these are going to be the other ones. I don't expect to get that many, but it should be fine. What's new in Lumion Legacy? Oh, quite a lot. We already kind of went over it a little bit, but basically in the last year, there's been quite a few events and quite a few event Lumions. A lot of new PvP Lumions. We also had things like Vari added, which is like Eevee, new, new roamers, new soft resetables. Some are coming back. We had a lot of Lumions come back recently, actually. All sorts of stuff, basically. I'm also going to sort these based off of what type they are per box. That'll make sorting easier. You are awesome? Heck yeah. Alright, there we go. Looking good. All the gleams are just going in their own box. I'm probably going to trade all of these gleams away later. I'll get a bunch of magnets or something like that. And then I'll do even more hunting. Just gotta stock up, you know. OMG, you just found Gamma SA Rainbow with Lumion Christmas Ragoon? No way. Yeah, YouTube is a lot like that. We do try and make it look a little bit better than it is, I'd say. Coming from the experience of doing YouTube for a little bit now, like a year. I would say that we do try and make it look, of course, like it's always our best finds. We do have a lot of periods of bad luck, and we also spend a ton of money, but that's kind of just what YouTube is about. No one wants to see your basic finds after all. It's not like I personally would not want to watch a video of every single time I found a regular Gleam fan cub. I think that'd get a bit boring after a while, personally. And then these just stay here. And the extra stuff, don't really care about, can go in there. Yeah, there we go. I like that. And maybe I should get something so I can check for SA on stuff. Do I have a secret ability Kleptyke? Probably not. I definitely don't have a secret ability Protagon. I'll just take a quick look anyways. Let's do secret ability, species is Kleptyke. There we go. What are the chances? Nope, nope. Yeah, no SA Kleptyke. All good. Let's go. Why does everyone in the trading hub have, like, gammas? Does that mean that you're very bad if you have 3 gleams? No, it doesn't. It's just that at this point in time in Lumion Legacy, gammas are pretty common, I'd say. I mean, well, they're somewhat common. They're not super, they're not unvaluable, but they're not valuable. They're kind of like a thing that a lot of people just do happen to have. It's just kind of something that happens in Lumion Legacy. It'd be the same with Gleams. After a long period of time and so many people constantly playing pretty much primarily for hunting, there's more often than not going to be a lot. So it's not a bad thing if you don't have a lot. It just kind of means you might not play as often as everybody else. You got Roblox? Heck yeah. Slowly but surely it's coming back to everybody. A year ago, gammas used to be extremely rare in the trading hub. True that. Everybody liked to have them a lot. People were trading a lot of gleams, like maybe 8 or 9 or something like that, and people were getting scammed out of their gleams. But now gammas are probably somewhat of a replacement for gleams. Gleams are great and all, and people get a lot of them. They're probably never not going to get them, but yeah. Is a gleam coupling an SA PvP pooch worth a pure nimble Halloween dusket? Gleam coupling an SA PvP pooch? I mean, I think it depends on who's doing what. If you are taking the pure nimble dusket, I would say, personally, I don't think I'd do that, because if you have a PvP Lumion, the time usually put into that is worth a gleam on its own. And a pure nimble dusket isn't really worth much more, I'd say, than any other dusket. Because, I mean, I find a ton of them. And at this point, they're pretty common. Everybody wants them, so everybody gets them. So 1 gleam, in my opinion, is perfectly fine for a pure nimble dusket. Matter of fact, I actually have one, and I'll just do 1 regular gleam. If you don't want to do a gleam coupling and you literally have any other gleam, I will give you a pure nimble dusket for 1 random gleam, because I happen to have one that I don't need. I'm also paralyzed again. Why is my dusket always paralyzed? That's a pure nimble Halloween dusket though, Midnight? No, it's not actually. That's my pure brawny one. I have a pure brawny blue Halloween dusket. It's a pure nimble regular dusket that I have, because I got one. I'm pretty sure I caught it at some point. I don't know when. Let's see. Let's go get it. May you have it? Yes, you can. The one they're talking about is Halloween? Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't notice that before. If it was a regular dusket, I'd say not worth it. But it's not like you need a Halloween one. If you just want it, you can. See, this is the one that I'm talking about. Regular old Gleam Dusket, pure Nimble. If you want it, you can have it. I just need one Gleam for it. Doesn't matter what Gleam. But yeah, if the ones you're talking about is Halloween, then yeah, I'd say that's worth it for sure. Just a Gleam and a PvP Pooch roll, for sure. Can I join you in trade right now? Yeah, I can. Let me do this encounter and then I'll join you. Do I want to trade you? You don't know what I mean. I was talking to Cosmic Shadow, I believe. They were the one talking about the trade. You love the trade ban thing because you got scammed from your only Gleam at the time, and months later someone said something, you got scammed, and then the same guy got trade banned. Yeah, nice. See, I like that. I like that as well, because a lot of people are just really annoying because they scam and they act like nothing happened, and then they get trade banned, and that's their own fault. So, you know, it's like, if you get trade banned, then sucks to suck. Just, you know, don't scam people. Because I'm pretty sure if you have proof and you take it to Cirxia, they get trade banned, which is neat. And yeah, I'll join you in Trade Resort one moment. I'm currently doing a small thing, and then I'll join you. You're happy Roblox is back? So happy? Same. It is so nice to be back. I can go back to streaming and hunting and all that fun stuff. It's very refreshing. I was bored for 3 whole days. But anyways, as you were saying, let's go to the Trade Resort. I will need your username. So it's either that or just join me and let me know your username. I need it either way unless it happens to be the same as your YouTube. Alright, we are here. Cool. Kind of curious. Hold on, I'll just, while I'm waiting for you to join, let me see. Trading Gamma Pharaoh for Gleam Halloween Purple Ika. Heck yeah. Just casually looking to see. What's my Roblox user? My current Roblox user, it's right here at the top corner of the screen. It's also in the YouTube name. It's the same everywhere. MidnightTenshi. MidnightTenshi. Ah, there you go. Yeah, it's the exact same. Nice. Very good. Display name is Cosmic Shadow X. Yep, I saw. Very nice. Where'd it go? There we go. Yep, that's you. Would I trade my Gamma Doggy for a Gleam Purple Ika? No. I would never trade my Gamma SA Pupper for a Gleam Halloween Ikazune. It's just not worth it. I personally value it at 20 GR. Other people would say otherwise, but I personally don't care because it's the only one in the game. They can go cry in a corner if they want it, but it sucks to suck because I value it at 20 GR, and also I'm never going to trade it away. Can you trade me Gleam for Gleam? I don't really need any Gleams at the moment, so I don't think I would. Here's the pure Nimble one. Do you have to offer for it? Yeah, like I said, Gleam for it. Just one. Any Gleam. Could even be a cow. I personally don't care. That's a cool Gamma Namare? Why, thank you, yes. I believe it was given to me. I keep it on my team most of the time, but it's not going anywhere right now. There you go. Gotta sleep? Alright, have some good sleep. Let me put that burroach with the other burroaches. Let's go. Here we go. Nice. Back to the unfair. I like how it looks foggy. I wish they kept that. If it had a little bit of fog after you joined, that would have been very neat. I think there is fog here, but it's pretty faint. Looks good, though. No. Don't come back unless you're Gamma, Nevermare. Nobody wants you here. Go away. A good trade, a green cockroach, most likely toxic for a mystical cat. Yep. That's what they're valued at. I've always seen them at about the same. Turns out they are exactly the same in rarity as well, so pretty good trade in my opinion. Turns out finding a Dusket in the wild with pass and boost or without pass and boost is exactly the same. It's not even slightly different. Same exact odds. I need to heal my Dusket. Okay, I guess I gotta do that. Let's go. Gotta heal the Dusket. Get healified. Sometimes you wish Harmonized worked better on your Gamma Namare. Yeah. I didn't even get a Gamma Namare, which kind of sucks. Oh well. I don't mind. I'm kind of curious if next year, instead of Namare having the little pedestal thing, they're going to have something else inside of the Valentine's event or whatever. And then Namare will become wild, and it'll be all that much harder to get a Gamma Namare after that. That'd kind of be painful. You already ate your Halloween candy? Dang. I haven't even done trick-or-treating. Technically, today is when you're supposed to do it. Although some people did do trick-or-treating yesterday where I live. Kind of depends, I guess. You're in my server? Nice. Good luck on GSA Nevermare? Ugh. You're gonna curse me. I'm gonna end up finding it and I'll die. I'd rather the next one that I find that sparkles also have a wisp, personally. I think that'd be quite nice. Can't celebrate Halloween because you forgot the Among Us costume. Darn. I kind of wanted to do that as well. I thought it'd be kind of funny. But, personally, I think I'll just stick to Lumion Legacy. I really want to get this Ikazune. So yeah, I'm probably gonna miss out on that whole trick-or-treating thing, but, no, go away, go back Gamma. Yeah, personally, I have a whole bunch of candy already. We bought some, of course, you know, for giving out and all that, and then we keep the leftovers. I'm going to eat so much Swedish fish. Delicious. We have a lot. We actually got a jumbo-sized bag of Swedish fish in particular. No idea why, but I mean, I'm not complaining. First year skipping Halloween feels bad. Not mine. Last year, I also hunted on Halloween. I've never, well, yeah. I mean, I'm 18 now, so I think I'm too tall and probably look too old, or maybe I still look 12, honestly. No idea. But I've reached that age where you don't really do a lot of that. You stay home, you don't do the trick-or-treating part. Maybe you hang out with your friends, do a party, something like that. Hand out candy instead, because, you know, you need to balance it. So, I don't do the trick-or-treating anymore. I actually handed out candy yesterday, because some people were trick-or-treating, like I said, so people will definitely come by again tonight. I sound 18. Wait, I'm 18, I sound 14? Yeah, I sound 14. I probably also look 14, but I am in fact 18. Believe it or not, it's pretty crazy. How tall am I? 5'7". Yeah. I'm a little bit average, and I look young, but I don't do trick-or-treating. I could get away with it, but I don't. I sound 15. Yeah, I get that a lot. Some people say I even sound as young as 12. It's pretty crazy. Just started teenagehood? Yeah. I personally kind of hope that I don't look like a child forever. I'd kind of, you know, like to not look like I'm, I don't know, immortal or something like that. But I'm aging slowly, so that's funky. My voice is higher than yours? Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's okay, though. My voice isn't that high-pitched, I don't think. What game am I playing? Looks like Roblox. I know, right? I wonder what it could be. It's totally not Lumion Legacy. It's clearly gotta be like Pokemon or something. Gonna get the punching bag tokens? Nice. That's a good idea, actually. I've already done that. But that's pretty nice. Did I ever one-shot it? I might have. You have 17 on your pity? I have 41. We're getting there, you know. Maybe I'll get my Gleam Ikazune soon, though. I don't know. I personally keep pity on. Turns out, Ikazune is the only one who's completely unaffected by pity. It's affected by boosts, but it doesn't get affected by pity, so you physically cannot get a pity Ikazune or a pity Gleam Ikazune because it's not affected by either one. When is pity encounter? 39 encounters from now. Pity? Yes, pity. That is actually a new thing. I suppose some people might not know what that is still, since some of you said you haven't been here in a while. Pity is a new system that was added, essentially, which basically allows you to get a forced gleam or gamma encounter every certain amount of encounters, because it kind of makes sense. It's kind of, when you hunt, it's kind of almost an expectation that after a certain number of encounters, you're guaranteed somewhat, or at least highly likely to get a certain thing. So in Lumion Legacy's case, after about 128 encounters with Gleam and Boost and Pass and whatnot, you are roughly expected to get one Gleam. But with Pity in place, it essentially eliminates bad luck. So every 128 encounters, after your most recent Gleam, if you haven't gotten anything in 128 encounters, then it basically forces an encounter and you get a free Gleam. So it's pretty neat. Realm Boost is a scam, though. It's not a scam, but I know that very few people use it. Gleam Boost is just better because people like Gleams more than Realms. Gleams are just inherently more effective to get because there are very few realms and literally every single Lumion has a Gleam. So you're better off using the Gleaming Pity than the Roaming Pity. Yeah. Most people use the Gleam Pity, I think. I don't know too many... Well, actually, I don't know anyone who uses just plain old Roam Pity. Because people would rather force Gleam encounters. You wonder what I scream like when finding a rare Pokemon? I mean, I've definitely yelled a couple times. It's not often. But, I mean, in the last while, I've definitely had quite a lot of soft resettable Gleam realms. And on the fourth one... well, actually, I think, yeah, I was live during it. It was my third one, actually. But on my third Gleam Nevermare in the Wild, I basically screamed no very loudly. I was very disappointed and upset, because I didn't want any more. Nor do I want any more. If anything, I hope I get one that's a Gamma next. That would complete the set perfectly. And it would make a lot of sense because technically speaking, a Gamma is 5 times rarer than the Gleam, so I would kind of perfect it by making the 5th one be the Gamma, and I would feel very content with myself. Not to mention I like the color scheme, but I would never use it, I don't think. It would just sit in my boxes along with the Gamma, or Gleam, I guess. If you get Gleam Dusket, you'll probably lose your voice from screaming. Yeah. I don't think I even screamed that much. No, actually, I did. When I first got my first Gleam Roam, I did. I was very excited. I believe... What was it? Was it during my... Yeah, it was definitely before I started YouTube, technically speaking. I got a Gleam Pure Mind, Pure Nimble Temper, right after Mastery was released, so that was pretty cool. Hello, Ash, how are you? Technically 3 hours of boost left still. We chilling at it. Hopefully we get something, I don't know. I got pretty bad luck this event so far. All those times when I could have gotten a Gleam Roam that wasn't soft resettable and I just kept on finding Nevermare. Good, how about me? I'm doing pretty good. Now that Lumion Legacy and Roblox are both back up, I can get back on and keep hunting. So it's going to be a pretty long stream. I'll probably take a break to go have a huge amount of candy while I'm live, but otherwise I'm going to be hunting pretty much almost the entire stream today. I would do a bit of maze in between here and there, but I really need to get, like, caught up, basically, for what I've missed. Really, really want stuff. Gonna go watch Pokemon, might join later. Alright, see ya, David. Just found Metronet, so gonna check and pray it's Pure Nimble. Good luck. Ooh, hey, only 20 encounters, roughly, till my next pity. I'm vibing with that. Let's go, pity. Let's go. YouTube is lagging so much. RIP. It's fine for me, and it says excellent connection, so it must be, like, on your end, I'd say. Don't know what to say. That sucks. Give me my pity, please. Or maybe not a pity, and actually before my pity, give me a Glimikazune, wink wonk. Or maybe on my pity, make it a Gamma, and make it also a Nevermare. I know that Nevermare is definitely affected by pity, because I found one of them as a pity, and I was very displeased. I just hope if I get it again, and it happens to be Gamma. That'd make my day. Your laptop still hasn't loaded since you opened Lumion Legacy? RIP. It'll get to you eventually. I think by the end of the day, everyone should have it back, hopefully. They are trying to get it back as much as possible to as many players as possible, since, obviously, they lose money from us not being online, so the sooner they can get it out, the better, but they also have to do it at a good rate so that they don't let too many people on and cause another problem. Gonna contribute to something later? Nice. Do the burrito maze. Oh, nice. I personally have no intention of doing the burrito maze. It doesn't look interesting to me. Free burrito is not particularly something I'm interested in. Here we go. After my pity, I am gonna go grab the mega bag of Swedish fish, as well as my water bottle, which is, I think, on my bed. If it's not empty yet, I don't think so. And then I'm just gonna have a snack while I'm playing. I think that sounds fun. If Lumion stopped being on Roblox and became a fake Mon game, would I still play it? Well, yeah, if it switched platforms, I'd still play it. I don't think it ever will, because that's an unrealistic idea, since it uses the Roblox code and all of the items and everything in order to work. So I don't think that's going to happen. But if it did theoretically happen, I would absolutely still play it, because it'd be the same game, just on a different platform. Although I'd probably be a little bit upset that I couldn't have my character customized the way that I do. You don't live in the US, you only want the free items? Yeah, that's understandable. That's another reason to play, I guess. Since I guess you would need to have a Chipotle location in order to get the free burrito. Ooh, here we go. Next encounter after this particular encounter, we get a Gleam. Hopefully it's Gamma, and hopefully it's Nevermare. Don't be Gleam and don't also be Nevermare. Or if you do be Nevermare, be Gamma. Yeah. It's not a Gamma. It's a Gleam, and it's a Slug. Alright, I'm going to catch this, and then I'm going to go grab the mega bag of Swedish fish, because I'm in the mood for it. Let's go. Get in the disc. I don't want to ace disc it. What is Chipotle? Chipotle is what basically is kind of what everyone thinks is the cause of the breakdown of Roblox. They basically are hosting an event right now in Roblox. They kind of partnered up, and apparently 14 million people got on all at once, and it kind of crashed Roblox. People are also saying that it's probably not the case, and it could actually be something else, which also makes sense. But honestly, I'm going with the Chipotle thing and saying that it was definitely because 14 million people joined. That seems like the most likely thing. It's kind of confusing when people ask where you come from because you're Bosnian, but you were born in Spokane, so it's like you just confusing and can't explain it. That's fair. For me, it's still pretty simple because if people ask, I just say, yeah, I was born in the U.S. And I'm still in the U.S. And I'm also still living in my birth state right now, so you know. Let's see. Alright, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to be chilling on the merry-go-round. And in the meantime, I like that. My character rotates. That's kind of cool. But yeah, in the meantime, I am... Don't fall off. That would be bad. Anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab the Swedish fish. I'll be right back. It'll maybe take about 30 seconds or so. Yep, I'll be back. Just gotta grab me some absolutely wonderfully delicious Swedish fish. You stay here, meatloafs. I have returned with the Swedish fish bag. It's very large. Yeah. It is called the Club Pack. Okay, let me get my earbuds back in, and let's go. Back to hunting. Spinning for 1 hour. Ah, yes. I apparently moved quite a bit, because I remember being on the empty edge. But that's okay. Let's go. Let me just do this. Oh, okay. Swedish fish. One of my favorite non-chocolate candies right now. I'm gonna stick a large handful in this conveniently placed cup. Hi, Dusket. There we go, and now I have a little cup of it, and I can just eat out of that. Oh, whoops. I have already dropped one. No, Lofus, you cannot eat it. That is mine. Stop. My cat's trying to get to it before me. Nice try, Meatloaf. Is it bussin' dough? It is indeed bussin'. Very good. Here, let me just, there we go. And I can pretty much just focus on chatting and eating Swedish fish. Pretty nice. You are back with muffin. Very good, nice. What kind of muffin? Gamma Slugling Ayo. Banana muffin because Pog. Heck yeah. I personally only really like my chocolate chip muffins, but that's just me. Roblox cuts to black, and all you see is a singular Kabunga swinging back and forth, back and forth. Man, that sure is a large Kabunga. Yeah, I don't know about you, but that Kabunga looked a lot like a Nevermare. Another Nevermare. Wow, that looks a lot like Kabunga. I don't know, man. Got the spooky. Heck yeah. You can finally soft reset for a Nevermare. I gave up on the Gleam after 30 minutes. I don't know if I should regret that decision or not. Maybe that was its vengefulness. That's why I got 4 of them. Nevermare just hates me like that, I guess. It was mad because I didn't put any effort to value or love it, so it gave me too many. Hello, Ani. How are you? I definitely always change the way I pronounce your name. Different every time, because I'm built different. Have I ever looked at Nevermare and realized he doesn't have legs and roots grew into the horse? Yeah. that actually has an explanation in the Lumipedia. It's explained as it is a parasite. The thing on its back is actually not a part of the actual Lumion, technically speaking. I mean, it is, but it isn't. But it's quite literally a parasite that is on the back of it. I think it's really creative. Hello, Reiko, how are you? We should get one singular corrupt disc in the whole game for corrupt Lumions and you can't buy a new one or anything. See, that doesn't really make any sense because then everyone would specifically wait till they get a corrupt roaming, which doesn't happen too often, but then they'd only be able to catch one particular one. And that doesn't make any sense. It would make them unnecessarily valuable. I could see there being a way to catch corrupts, but I don't think it should be so incredibly limited. If they were going to add a way for us to catch Lumions that were corrupted and keep them corrupted, then I would think they need to make it so that it's reasonably difficult, but not really borderline impossible. And they'd probably need to incorporate that into the game somehow. Kind of like maybe what Pokemon Go does, where when you catch a corrupt one, you can technically purify it. Because what I'd imagine is with a corrupt Lumion, it would be very violent and thrash a lot or something. At least in a real life situation. So in the game, what would happen is, while it's corrupt, it has only a 50% chance of accuracy on all of its moves automatically. Which would give players incentive to, even though it's very powerful, it would give them incentive to purify it. So that way it's no longer very angry and it's kind of gone back to normal. And then it can be used in PvP and it's a little bit stronger. It gets a tiny boost. So for example, it could have a higher stab or something like that. It could get plus 10% stab on all of it. Something like that. What happens if we complete the game and there are still corrupts? I think that's just a feature of the game, technically. The corrupts will still exist regardless. You could play it off story-wise as they're just being remnants of all of the corruptness left behind. So there's still going to be a few corrupts here and there. That's something you can see out of a story, which would technically explain their current still being there when the game ends and all that, and we've kind of solved whatever's going on, which is fine and all. That's just how that'll work. Should you go to Menti's stream? I mean, that's up to you. There probably are a lot of people watching our Menti's live, huh? Yeah, 300 people. That's a lot of people. I personally like being a smaller creator. It's fun. Being big is cool and all, but I like having a nice, small chat. Because I can talk to everybody. It's too overwhelming, he won't even see your chats, but you will. Yeah, that's true, that's what I just said, pretty much. It's nice. Being able to talk to every single person in the chat. I need more attention than our Menti does. Not necessarily that I need it. I don't really need attention. But it's just kind of up to any one particular person whether or not they want to watch a particular person. There are ups and downs to both. Like, for example, there's a lot of interest in watching larger YouTubers. That's why they're large, is because people want to watch them. But I'm not doing YouTube because I seek the attention or the growth. I just do it because I like it, and it's fun. You still enjoy my streams? Of course, yeah. I do it because I want people to enjoy it and have fun. I need hugs and fried chicken. I do like fried chicken, but not often. If I have it too often, I'll get tired of it. I Eat is gonna do Royal High. Hey, yo. Is that originally because Roblox was, like, down or whatever? No, that can't be. Because you can't play Roblox while it's down. Huh. I'm kind of curious about that, though. What is normal pure nimble green dusket worth? I have no idea about the Halloween ones. Hard to say. Gleam dusket or Halloween dusket? I think they mean Halloween. Because usually when someone's asking about Gleam dusket, they'll say Gleam dusket, not green dusket. Both ways, Roblox would be down for you because internet was sus the day it shut down. It might be the case, but I mean, it's been 3 days. But if you are having internet issues, that sucks. Because that's an entirely different issue than Roblox. And then you yourself have to get that fixed rather than just wait for Roblox to fix the issue. Sus spelled backwards is sus? No way. Who would have thought? S-U-S backwards is S-U-S. What would skeleton Moodagon look like? I think it wouldn't be a skeleton because Moodagon is a robot, so it would actually be like an animatronic endoskeleton. It'd be a robot. It'd be kind of like FNAF or something like that. But they can't do a skeleton version of it. Same goes with Protagon. If it's a robot, it can't really be a skeleton. Ikazune and Dusket are a little different, of course. Because, I mean, they're alive. They're animals. So they have skulls and bones. So they make sense. Internet issues didn't last long, that's good. If they're done right about now, then should be fine, probably. Do I remember Sans Dusket? Oh, yeah, I remember that. I believe that was an edited picture, but it was funny. 2022 Halloween Idea Zombies minigame with zombie Atlantean Rome. That does sound cool. Just found Halloween Proto? Nice. I just found a Pider. Pider Poggers, heck yeah. Yeah. Gotten 4 normal Ikazunes, but not a single Halloween one. Dang. I think I've found a couple Ikazunes, but most of everything I've found is usually Halloween. Which is pretty interesting, because even the roams that I've gotten, I've found very few dust kits, and very few Ikazunes and Protagons. But I've found quite a few of the Ikazunes and Halloween Protagons. None gleam yet, though. You would have liked Black Widow Piter this year? Same here. I really do think that they should start focusing more on non-roaming Lumions. Kind of like the first few events before they did anything with their roams. I do think that they should branch out more, because they have plenty of ideas that they can go for. Like with Christmas, they can kind of do the same thing they did in 2019. They can bring back Kleptyke. They never did Kleptyke, but they did Ragoon, so they could give Kleptyke a pre-evolution. So there's that. And they could also do Piter for Halloween. There are other Lumions they can do for Valentine's Day I can probably not think of at the moment, but there are a lot of ideas that they can go with, and they just haven't. So I hope that they do. Did I recover from Halloween Ikazune loss? I didn't find a red one, but I did find a green one, so technically yes. Hello, Fajita, how are you? We are chillin'. Yeah, so far nothing, but we're getting there. How about me? I'm also doing pretty good. You know, good old Lumion Legacy's back up. The event's going, so I'm grinding it real hard right now. We're at 2 hours, which isn't enough at all for me before I end stream. I might not go for like 8 hours of stream as I originally said. I was just very hyped, but chances are I'll go for a good solid while. And then I'll do some hunting on my own, just see what I get. Of course, I'll probably record the whole time or whatever. And that way, if I get something, it's like, yay, I got it, you know? Actually, I'm kind of curious. Are you guys able to hear my sound? I hope it's not just my voice. Oh, it is, isn't it? I've only just realized this. It's just my plain old voice. Let me get that going. Audio output capture. Yeah, there we go. Let's fix that. All fixed. Probably much better. No longer is it just me talking into the void. You guys have actual sound. Yeah, that was loud for a moment, I saw. It should be better. But it's no longer me in the void. Imagine if Llama Train Studios gave Gobademic an evolution on Thanksgiving, even though it seems unnecessary. They could, but yeah, they definitely won't. I don't think they will. Since Halloween is so close to it, there's not that much of a difference. Because, you know, it's like 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. And in between those, there's already going to be like, so there's the Halloween and then there's Christmas. Doing Thanksgiving on top of it seems disingenuous also. I don't think they'll do it. You know, so they can't just do back-to-back-to-back events. It would also tire out the other developers, and it cuts back a lot on time for the main development of the game, so I don't think that they would. Too many reasons not to do it. You need some help? If I can help, I'll do my best to give some advice, but I can't really physically do anything, I don't think. It depends. America, you were confused, because for you, Thanksgiving was in September. Yeah, I think it depends on where you're from as well. America does a Thanksgiving in November. Some places I think do it in September. I don't remember all of them or where, but it definitely depends. Because a lot of them, they're based off of the national stuff, so national holidays are a bit different. Because, for example, in America, we've got New Year's, and then over in, I think, China, they've got Chinese New Year's, which they do at a different time, so they're similar, but they're also very different. Getting closer to pity. Well, I hope it's a Protagon, and maybe that it's Gamma, wink wonkus. Actually, kind of no. You know what? A Gamma would be great, but I don't know what I'd use it for, because honestly, I think I'd trade it. I would trade the Gamma Protagon for something else, since it's a Gamma. I don't know. I wonder if people would trade a Gamma Ikazune, Christmas Ikazune for it, because I do kind of want that still. I do, but I don't. Maybe I could also actually get another Rainbow Dusket. I think that'd be kind of funny. Or maybe I could get even... I don't know, I could get a lot of stuff with it. It's worth a lot. But I don't need it, so, you know. Technically, I also don't even particularly want it. I just only want the Ikazune, the purple one, so that it matches my Dusket. Just, you know, it is what it is. Hoping for it. Gamma Nevermare does not pity you because I did not soft reset for Gleam. Dang, bro. I did find 4 already, though. I think I am worthy. I think I'm worthy for a Gleam Halloween Ikazune. Although that's up to them. I don't know. You have a purple Halloween Ikazune? Nice. I also do. I'm after the Gleam one in particular, though. I'm not after a regular purple one. I do have them. But I'm after the Gleam one because then I would have the set. You know, I've got the Gleam Halloween Purple Dusket, and then I've got the Gleam Halloween Purple Ikazune. You know, it makes everything great. Makes it a nice match. I am technically also offering. I haven't seen many for trade, though, and for those who are, everyone wants like 10 GR right now. But by the end of the event, people will want to pay a little bit less, I think, because there are more of them, and with more of them means more trading, and more trading means less value. So they go down and then they go up. I think they'll be worth about 5 GR by the end of the event. That's what I'm going to pay. Or what I'd like to pay, I guess. Next is Gleam Halloween Secret Ability Ikazune. That'd be great. People are hoarding. They are. They're hoarding right now, but not everyone will. By the end of the event, everyone's going to have them and be like, yup, I have one, and they are for trade, and so people are going to offer less. That's just kind of how it is. At the beginning of the event, they're worth a lot, and by the end of the event, they're not worth as much. But over time, because they'll never be found again, they obviously go up in value. What does GR mean? GR means Gleam Roaming. Technically, it only refers to alphas because Gamma is GG, you know, so second G, just to kind of separate the two so that people know which one you're talking about. But yeah, people are currently hoarding. People do not want to trade, which is kind of, you know, it is what it is. I intend on trying to get one regardless. You know, I'm looking occasionally through all of the channels in the Discords and whatnot. So far, nothing yet. Like, you know, I just typed Gleam Halloween Ikazune and nothing yet. Oh, look, I'm not the only one. Trading. Gleam Halloween Ikazune. Let's go. That's a blue one, but I don't mind. We will see what they reply. Do I have a green Pure Nimble Dusket? No, I don't. The only blue, well, I guess, yeah, the only Halloween Dusket I have that's not Gleam that I use for hunting is my Pure Brawny Blue. I don't have any of the green ones. You and I found a Slugling at the same time? Nice. What are they wanting? 10 GR. I don't have that much, unless I do. I'm currently offering on this person's Pure Nimble Gleam Halloween Blue. We'll see if they accept. Will they accept? Probably not. You prefer temper, I know. You have a Gamma SA Purple Halloweeny Kazune 10 by 69? No way, that's crazy. I've never even heard of that. Someone's trading a burrito code for Gleam Halloween Dusket, Ikazune, and Shachi. Ah, big brain. Hello, Nate, how are you? Yeah, oh well. Probably not gonna accept. Since my Gamma Pharaoh is Idio. Yay. Nothing else I can tack on though. We. What is pity? Pity is basically the system that allows you to get a gleam automatically forced into an encounter after a certain number of encounters. Every time you find a gleam, it resets. It's basically like when you're counting your odds, like when you have pass and boost, it's a 1 in 128 chance. Basically, they've just made it so that after that many encounters, you have a guaranteed chance of getting a gleam, and it has a 1 in 5 chance every single time you get a pity to be a gamma, so, you know, pretty interesting. It's a cool little feature that they added. And speaking of which, you can, and of course, you can see it at the bottom right. Oh, that's not pity. My next encounter was supposed to be pity. That's okay, though. Basically, if you pay attention, so after this, this gleam that I got, you'll see that there's a number under my blue boost, which is the gleam boost, and it'll be at 128 after this. And after 128 encounters, on the 128th encounter, it's guaranteed to be a gleam. At the very least, it'll be alpha, but it could also be gamma. You know, it's 1 in 5, so pretty cool. See, there you go. It's now 128. And it can still be a gleam at any single time, kind of like you just saw, because that wasn't my pity. I had one more encounter to go exactly. But, yeah. My ears are irritated. I'm gonna take out my earbuds. I don't need to hear the encounter music technically. It'll just be a bit of more of a surprise if I get it wrong. You got Gleam Burroach? Same. Did I run from that Burroach, by the way? I feel like I did. No, I caught it. Okay. Just a Gleam Burroach. I haven't gotten any Gamma Burroaches yet, have I? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I remember getting the 2 Sluglings and, like, 3 bears, and then the Piter, so yeah, no Gamma Burroaches yet. It would be cool if there was an item that makes it so once in battle it swaps out to your second Lumion for hunting. You could, but you really don't need that kind of feature, because you just have your first slot open for that, or you just knock it out, it works all the same. If you're hunting with a Dusket because you want to use the Harmonize feature, all you need to do is have it unconscious and in the first slot of your party, and it'll still count as being active, and it'll still work. That's really all that you need. You can use Dusket in the first slot, though, and you can use it to hunt because it gets spare. You can just reverse rally it onto your Dusket. That's what I've done because, you know, it's a lot easier than switching out every single time or knocking it unconscious, because I also use it for PvP, so it's got more health, and that would take more time to knock it down, and it takes time. Too long. Didn't know that? You thought you had to do it with Dusket? Nope, you can use it with any Lumion. As long as your Dusket has Harmonize and is dead in the first slot, if it's unconscious, it will still use the Harmonize. Not every Lumion has Harmonize. It's because of the ability in particular that it does that. So you have to have the Dusket if you want Harmonize, and you have to at least have it in the first slot, but it doesn't matter if it's alive or not. So as long as you're doing that, it doesn't matter which Lumion you're using to spare. As long as it has spare and you have the Dusket and it's either dead or alive in the first slot. But usually if you have it alive, you'll just put spare on the Dusket. That makes it easier. You like cats? I also like cats. I have 2. One is currently probably not in the room, I think. Unless she's behind me and I can't see her. Or maybe she's under the bed. And the other one's in the cat tree. Very Lofus. Hello, Stud. Sorry you're late. No worries. There's no such thing as being late in my streams. As of right now, we haven't had any much luck. No crazy finds or anything like that. I have a second cat. Yes, I have 2. I've always had 2. I don't talk about them all the time, but when I do, you know, it's usually either one or the other. The first one is Cassandra. Well, I guess there's no first one, but one of them is Cassandra, who is a tuxedo, black and white tuxedo cat. A little bit on the chunky side, so we call her Chunky. And the other one is Aurora, who's a lot more fluffy than she is chunky. And so we call her Foofball, or a lot of variations of that. And we call her Rora as the nickname because it's faster and easier to say than Aurora every single time. Who do I picture you as IRL? I don't really picture anyone that I see online as someone IRL. I don't really make assumptions about what I think people will look like. Because generally, if I don't know what they look like, I just consider, I guess, I don't know. It's more about recognizing people through their online identities rather than how they might look. I don't imagine how people look all that much. So it's just, that's probably also why if someone changes their name or their profile picture, I might all of a sudden not recognize them because that's how I recognize them, not the perception that I've created of them. I don't really do that. Is it spelled Aurora? Yes, A-U-R-O-R-A, Aurora, and we call her Rora for short. We don't really shorten Cassandra's name, because she doesn't really have a nickname like that. It's just easier to call her Chunky, because she's our chunky baby. She's not fat or anything, she's just got chubby cheeks. And we love her chubby cheeks. I give her kiss kiss on the forehead. She's very small. Doggo better, not gonna lie, for real, for real. I would hardly agree. Hardly at all. I like dogs, but I like cats much better. They're quieter, they're much softer in my opinion. You know, they're pretty self-sufficient as well. And just generally speaking, it's been well documented that cats' brains are a lot closer to people's brains than dogs' brains are to people's brains. So dogs are cute and all that, but they're just different than cats in a way that I don't particularly find them as cute, I guess. I just like my cats. They're very soft and snuggly, and they love hugs. You remember I had an 8-hour stream going on and it was just Aurora? Yeah. I think there was one time that the cats actually did it and they recorded themselves, and I thought that was hilarious. Because I was literally out of the house and all of my stuff was open. I accidentally left OBS on, and my cats sometimes get on my keyboard. So at that old place that I was living at, my cats got on the keyboard, as they have in the past, pressed the record or stream hotkey, whichever it was, and it just went live, and it was live on the cats for like 8 hours. It was pretty interesting. Just got a Gamma Burroach. RIP. Exactly, so dogs smarter than human? Not really. A lot of dogs are just kind of plain old not smart. That depends on the dog, I suppose. I have seen a lot of cool stuff online about like people who have taught their pets how to use buttons to communicate with them. That'll have like a bunch of words and stuff. There's one particular person who's training their dog, Bunny, to use those buttons, and their dog can now formulate pretty simple sentences, but they're not very so simple when you consider that it's a dog that's talking to you. We need more cat cam. I would do cat cam, but the only place that they can loaf that I could even possibly think of recording is currently very messy. So sadly can't do that right now. Not you, Nevermare. Go away. Be Gamma next time, please. That would be much appreciated. Dang, my voice kind of tired. My voice gets tired very easily when I start talking a lot and I do a stream after a couple days of break. It's kind of sucky. I think maybe I'll have to cut off the stream a little early so I can rest my voice and my throat. And then I'll just go ahead and hunt on my own after this. Kind of sucks and all that, but I gotta take care of myself. You know, self-care, self-love, whatever. Fun stuff. I think I'll go to my next Gleam, and that's where I'll end stream, hopefully. Stinky Nevermare, I agree. It's never been black and purple, so not of interest to me. I could care less even if it was SA. I'll still catch any Gleam ones I find, but hopefully I don't find them. Hello, Legendary, how are you? We started stream only 107 minutes ago? Yeah, it's been 2.5 hours. Ah, yes, a pure mind. That is not a black pure mind. And it does not have a wisp. So tragic. Am I gonna stream later? Probably not. I only generally stream once a day, sometimes more, only because if I wanted to stream more, I would. And it was more like just taking a break and then coming back. But it's pretty late in the evening already. For most people, it's probably like, let's see, so if it's almost, oh, sweet, a Protagon. But it's almost like, let's see, 9 for a lot of people. So I can't really say I expect people to be wanting to be on for much longer. People are going to be going trick-or-treating in a little bit, so I figure I'll probably just hunt on my own. Am I going to use all my boosts on this stream? That's physically not possible. I have a lot of boosts right now. I have, well, I just used 40, so I have 60 left, but I couldn't do 6 more hours of streaming on top of the 2 that I currently have going. That's 8 more hours, so that'd be over 10 hours of streaming. I don't think I could do that. And that would be if I decided to also take breaks and go to the maze every so often, so. Got robbed of all your candies? RIP. I just have the mega bag of Swedish fish. That's all that I need. That and maybe some milk or water. Both are delicious. You wish you had a Halloween party this year, but your mom says no. RIP. Kind of reminds me that actually, this is kind of a sad story, but when I was a lot younger, I wanted to host a Halloween party for people who I thought were my friends way back in middle school. So I invited them all literally months in advance, telling them about how I was setting up to do this nice fun party for all of my friends, and they were like, oh, cool, cool. And then one person showed up, and we were no longer friends after that because they basically made it pretty clear, because I told them so far in advance how it was gonna be and what was gonna happen, and then nobody showed, and so I stopped hanging around them because I did not like them. You would have showed up? Heck yeah. I'm pretty sure everybody here would probably show up if they had the chance. I agree. If they had the possibility, I would absolutely do that. They did me dirty? Absolutely. They just, you know, they're them. You know, sucks to suck. They can go have their crappy parties, and I won't give them the gifts that I gave them. Because I used to be pretty generous in my gift giving, too. I'd go to parties and, you know, I'd get a gift and also do a money gift, and it was fun. I thought they liked me, I liked them. Turns out they really didn't, so I was like, fine, be that way. Middle school sucks. I agree. People in middle school kind of suck, too. A lot of them do, especially when you're there and they're there and they don't treat you the way you should be treated. It's like, seriously? It's really not that hard, as far as I can tell, you know? Just have some basic human decency is all. Treat people the way you want to be treated. The one kid who came, what did I do? Yeah, see, the thing was, the reason why I stopped being friends with the kid that came as well was because even though they came, they still only wanted to really hang out with the other people. See, it's kind of a complicated situation when you ask about that person. They were still very much a part of the other group, and when I told them how I felt, they didn't really care. So, you know, they were a part of it. They still didn't care much. So I was like, well, you don't value me. I'm not gonna put in the effort. So I didn't. Pretty sad story, I gotta say. I don't really feel bad about it at this point in time. I could care less about them. It's been years since then. You know, I have a lot better friends. I prefer hanging out with people online personally because people online are like, hey, if they're crappy, just block them. Don't have to avoid them. I made the right choice? Yeah, I would like to say so as well. I never hang around people who don't deserve my time. I like to pick and choose. It's basically a group without the group members, yep. Kids in middle school and high school, quite honestly, they're always like that. I mean, even in my high school, like, kids were bullied if they were furries, and I never agreed with people doing that. I was like, why are you literally bullying someone for liking something? Like, it's so ironic to me, too, because when you think about it, video games were once heavily stigmatized, and you were either nerdy or a loser if you played video games. And now it's the norm, and if you play video games, you're cool. But if you're a furry, you're lame and cringy. I don't know, I just don't see the irony in that, because by standards of like 10 years ago, we're the cringy nerds, and so we're making fun of other people who are also supposedly cringy nerds. It makes no sense. Ultimately, I just don't, you know? I don't make fun of people. I don't like to. I do probably also, yeah, okay. See, I mainly don't make fun of people. I do make fun of people who make fun of people, though. I think that's funny. You get made fun of because you're Asian? That's called racism. That's blatant racism. I don't like racists. They're gross. I'll never associate with one. I would drop very close friends if I found out they were racist, quite honestly. I have. I want to know how that's even on the table for some people, actually. Sometimes, like, I genuinely don't understand how the logic gets into people's brains, where they're like, yeah, it's okay, I don't mind you being racist, but I crossed the line at insert random thing that's mildly bad. I don't know. It's just so weird how they can skip over that huge step in morality. That's wild. You only make fun of rude people. Yep, that's probably the only legit thing I can think of is, I mean, like, people are like, yeah, do the right thing and stuff, but I'm not of the opinion of always taking the higher ground, because if you do, you're just letting them get away with it. Taking the higher ground, as far as I'm concerned, is just ignoring when someone's doing something wrong. I like to retort. When people are rude, I send back the same energy. If someone says something insulting to me, they've basically asked me to respond with the same energy. I'll insult them back if they insult me. That's just how I am. I don't care. If people are gonna be rude, they deserve the same treatment. That's what they're asking for anyway. People who treat me nicely, though, it's like, oh yeah, you're cool. And then I'll just never be mean to them, because they're cool. You treat people how they treat you? Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the whole thing I go by. I personally call it the platinum rule as opposed to the golden rule, because the golden rule is kind of like the other half of it. They kind of work in tandem. So you treat people how you want to be treated, or you also treat people how they treat you. So it's kind of like something, I feel like they should go together. They kind of do, in my opinion. You treat people how you want to be treated in the beginning, so you give people respect, and if they continue to give you respect, then you continue to give them respect. But if they don't continue to give you respect, even if you've given them the benefit of the doubt or you've given them respect, they don't any longer deserve that respect. So that's kind of, yeah. I've spoken about the platinum rule before. I probably have. Every so often it does kind of come up in a conversation, and that's just kind of what I call it. That's how I go by. People who are jerks after I've been nice, or just in general, if they start off being by a jerk, well then, they don't deserve my respect. That sucks. Sucks for them. They're the ones who are rude. That's just how I live, you know? Oh, nice. Regular Moodagon, maybe SA? Not SA. Your friend tried to make you eat something you don't like, so you punched him in the face for some reason. Ah, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I think, see, that's also a topic that's kind of interesting to talk about. That's, I think, to do with boundaries. Punching is probably a bit extreme for that particular situation, in my opinion, but... See, that's definitely extreme, but in general, pushing over somebody's boundaries is still not okay. That's something that is pretty good to be clear about in any given relationship. You know, if someone's being a little bit too pushy and getting outside your comfort zone without your permission, then it's your right to tell them that you don't like that and you don't want to, and it should be their job to respect that. If people continuously push through your boundaries, understanding that you don't want to and don't like something, then it's technically within your right to do something of equal fairness. You know, usually that just means not to be friends with them anymore, tell them to cut it off, or you will stop being friends with them. It depends on the situation, really. Any given situation, you can kind of judge how fair something might be. Go away, Nevermare. Sometimes communicating is the best option, yeah. A lot of situations, communication is pretty important. I do think there are some extremes, of course, that it's just like, oh, yeah, no, that's a deal breaker, and you walk away, and never come back. Man, when am I gonna get this Gleam? I know I technically found a Moodagon, but I'm not counting that because I said a Gleam before I end stream, so that's what I'm going for. Do. You have the worst RNG? Dang. Hopefully it gets better. I can't say I have the worst RNG, but I certainly can't say I'm pleased with it either. It's kinda... It's not bad, but it's not good. It's like... It's more like yucky. I think that's the best way for me to put it. My RNG is just yucky. Have I watched Naruto? Yes, I actually watched the entirety of it. I did skip a lot of the spoilers, because, I mean, there were a lot of them, but, back when it was still airing, I watched the original series weekly. I think, when I was catching up to it, because it took a couple months, but I watched all of Naruto in my free time, like, mainly over summer, and I skipped all of the, I skipped a lot of episodes because a lot of them were just fillers, most of them were. So I watched all of them, and then it got to the point where I caught up to where they were releasing every Saturday, so every single Saturday I'd watch the new episode, even the not the spoilers, even the, what was it? What's it called? Dang, I can't believe I forgot it already. It's the fillers, there we go. Yeah, I would watch all of the fillers as well, and then it ended, and I was like, wait, no, it can't be done. I've been doing this for so long, but I don't think it's done. And then it did end, and then Boruto came out a few months later, and I was like, meh, and I never watched Boruto, because I tried, like, the first few episodes, and I hated it, and so I never watched it again. I have nothing against them, but I just did not like it. It's kind of like how old people are like, ooh, technology. That's me when I watched Boruto, because I got so used to how the storyline was set and, like, the plot, and all of a sudden there was new technology. And I just kind of felt like I didn't really relate as much maybe to Boruto as a character. Because, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's easy when you're, like, watching the, like, when a main character has some sort of issue or trauma to deal with. But Boruto just kind of grew up spoiled. Because, you know, he had his parents, he had it all, his dad was the Hokage, Naruto's the Hokage now. So he didn't really care, he was kind of spoiled, and he had the technology, so it was kind of hard to like him as a character at first. I know he's grown, because I'm sure he has to. There has to be some plot progression, and he kind of matures as a kid to, like, a preteen or whatever, but I just couldn't wrap myself into it. It was just kind of meh. I prefer Naruto. I do occasionally hear a little bit about what's going on in the story, so I have some mild spoilers here and there. And I've maybe watched some of the later episodes a couple times, because I watched this one particular bit, which, by the way, this is spoilers, so I recommend muting for about 30 seconds if you don't want to hear this. But basically, there was an episode, or I guess a couple of episodes that I watched. It was a mini arc where Boruto and Sasuke went back in time, and they had to stop this whole thing from happening that had to do with someone from the future going back in time to kill Naruto as a child before he was so insanely strong. So Boruto goes back in time with Sasuke, and they do end up meeting Naruto, but Naruto obviously doesn't recognize them. Hinata does catch on, and she's like, man, you kinda look like Boruto. That's kinda interesting, but she doesn't actually realize it, obviously. No one thinks about, like, someone actually being a time traveler in that kind of situation. But it was an interesting kind of short arc. It was like 5 episodes worth, and then I never watched any more. It's better when the main character in an anime is struggling at the beginning and works their way to be stronger. Yeah. See, that's kind of the difference between Naruto and Boruto, is because Boruto has everything in his hands when he starts, and he's spoiled. It's really hard to relate to him, whereas there's Naruto, who has a million different issues to handle at the moment when he's, like, starting in the anime. Like, first of all, he's an orphan. Second of all, he's not even treated very well by the village elder, the third Hokage. He literally lives alone and has to eat, like, ramen every single day, which of course he loves, and it's nice and all, but he also drank spoiled milk, I think, once at the beginning, which kind of was like, wow, that's kind of... No one's checking up on this kid, you know? Like, if that were a real-life situation, that'd be horrible if people heard about that. And then not to mention the fact that literally everyone in the village hated him because he was the Jinchuriki, and he had the nine-tailed fox in him. And he had no parents on top of it, so there's literally nobody to comfort him. So he ends up clinging to Sasuke, who pretty much never even really likes him in the beginning. He's just like, bro, shut up, you're so annoying, and is all emo and stuff. But they're both orphans, whether or not they both even knew that about each other. Till Sasuke learned about it through Sakura, who's like, ugh, he's so annoying, I hate orphans, to an orphan. Who's my favorite character? Yours is Sasori. That's a good question. I was definitely always an avid Sasuke fan as a kid. Because, like, yeah, he's emo and all that, but I was always very interested in, like, the backstory and stuff. And also just the fact of, like, the Sharingan. I liked that a lot. Have I ever watched One Piece? No, but both my brothers do. They watch it a lot. Ding ding, who's that? Stop going off, phone. You are unnecessary. There, I muted it. No more notifications while I'm live. Easy. What the? No gleam yet? When's my pity? 20, okay. So 20 more encounters and then that's when I'm going to be ending my stream. Just kind of because I need to take a break on my voice and all that fun stuff. At your school, when you were celebrating on Halloween, you saw 3 people as Naruto characters? Nice. I kind of wish I could do a cosplay. Cosplay sounds fun, but I don't have the money for that yet. I'd like to do that so much. That sounds fun. If I run into another Halloween proto, can you call dibs on it? Because you can't find anything. I mean, I'll trade you for it at the end of the event, but like I've said, I guess a couple times I think, I really don't trade my Halloween stuff until the end of the event. Same goes with literally every event. I don't trade until after it's over. Just kind of cuz I don't always know yet if I want to keep one or not, just for the sake of having it. Usually I do trade them all away anyway, but I just like to wait. So, you know, if by the end of the event I am trading them immediately or something like that, and you want to offer on one, then I'll be more than happy to do that. I'll probably be trading them for, like, gammas, or maybe, heck, I'll even try and trade them in bulk for gamma route rares that I desperately need. Something like that. You know, some variation of all the stuff that I got for gammas, and, you know, I need the gamma route rares pretty badly, so... Probably if I have any of the cheaper ones that not a lot of people care for, that's what I'll go for. I think the only one I can think of that's like that I don't have at the moment, is... probably Gumpod, because all the other ones are somewhat valuable. I have all the 1 in 10 chance ones. Obviously, I also have Fan Cub. Let's see. I also have other stuff. Pigster Raid. Let's go. Welcome, Pigster, and welcome, Raiders. Yeah, we're chilling. I got 10 more encounters till my next pity, although I'm probably going to be ending the stream myself. So if you want to stick around for just a couple more minutes, I intend on raiding as well. I'm not sure if I will or not. I'd like to try, but we will find out when that happens. Halloween or Christmas? As in, like, which one do I like better? Probably Halloween. Yo, thank you for the $2 blue. Heck yeah. Spooky month. Heck yeah, spooky month. It's very much a spooky month. I agree. I like Halloween. It's my favorite event. Christmas is fun, but I like Halloween better. All of the spookiness, there's a lot more purple, related Lumions, and just purple in general. Rip Pigster got snatched by Nightbot. Nightbot is evil. Spooky month, let's go. You know, I'm kind of bored. I'm going to take a look. Let's see over here. I think if I go here, because I want to calculate how exactly rare it is to get the current possible rarest thing. If I go here to Lumion News, right? Alright, so finding the Gamma SA of Halloween Moodagon would be 1 in 62,914,560. So I would have to take that number and multiply it by 125 to catch how rare it would be to get a Gamma SA Rainbow Wisp one, because I'm bored. So realistically, with the Gamma Proto, obviously we got the 62,914,560. And then we multiply that by 125 for the chance of Rainbow Wisp, and we get 1 in 7.8 billion. 600, yeah, that's big. 7,864,000,000. Hello, Gleam Burroch. That's going to be the end of the stream in a moment here. But that's pretty crazy. That's definitely not going to happen. I actually don't think it is the rarest thing, though. The rarest thing is actually going to be Gamma SA Rainbow Wisp Malevari. For what, Lumion? For the rarest possible thing, it's actually not, but it is, because it's the most valuable, obviously, but finding a Gamma SA Rainbow Wisp Halloween Moodagon is 1 in 7.8 billion. Almost 7.9. Gotta go bye? Alright, see ya, guys. I have to go in a moment here as well anyway, so it's alright. Gotta rest my voice, and then I'll come back and hunt later after I've chilled. Fun stuff. Rip stream, yeah. Oh well. Oh, there we go. See, my voice is even starting to crack. I have to rest my voice. Alright, let me take a look at it. And yeah, nothing crazy. We're gonna end stream. Happy Halloween? Yeah. People are probably about time. Yeah. It's 7, so it's probably also 9. People are gonna be out hunting in a bit, if not already. So I'll see you guys all later. Have a nice evening. I'll see you maybe tomorrow. Yeah, definitely tomorrow. See you guys.